Okay, honey, are you ready for the Valentine's Day couples quiz?
No.
You know that our students want to hear the answers to these questions. I have 10 questions here that y'all want to know about us, and we're going to see what Joe says, and I'll fill in if I need to. All right, here we go. Number 1, how did we meet?
I was giving an ice cream cone to your little sister at McDonald's, where we both worked.
We didn't work there together
Not
yet.
at that time.
So I was moving into the area. My parents had been unpacking boxes, and I have little sisters, like a lot younger than me. So my youngest sister is 17 years younger than me, and then there's one that's like a few years older than that, and one that's 2 years older than that. So I was babysitting, and I took them to the McDonald's that was right down the road from our house, and Joe happened to be working at the front counter, and he made our ice cream cones for us. And then, like maybe a month or two later, I started working there, and he was the first person that I met. You want to tell him about that day?
What about it? Pizza?
No, the day that you were down in the break room and I met you.
The fact that I was asleep because I had driven all night long, coming home from an amusement park.
Yeah, and then you worked what? Did you work like a double or
I
something?
worked, yeah, I don't know if I worked a double, but I worked an opening shift.
Yeah.
We literally drove all night long, and I had to be at work at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
You came in later, and I was like asleep in the break room.
So what did you say was your first impression of me? Like your first reaction?
I don't remember. You were too bubbly for me at the moment.
Because he was tired and I was bouncy. Didn't last long though. You started to like it after a while.
What, the bouncy part?
Yeah. All right, number 2. What was the thing that attracted you to each other at first?
The bouncy part.
After you had a nap, right?
Okay.
I liked he'd been working there a long time, and he was like the go-to person. Like everybody respected him and went to him to ask questions and how to figure out stuff that wasn't working, and like he kind of like took care of everybody. So I liked that about him. All right, and he was really tall. I like tall guys. I always have. All right, number 3. What was your first date?
Officially?
Either one. What do you want to tell them?
I don't know. We went to a Cincinnati Reds game as a group, and I started holding her hand.
That was his move. No talking, just grabbed my hand.
What about it?
It's pretty much like how it is now. He just does stuff that surprises you. So that day I was actually supposed to be on a date with another coworker, and he totally stood me up. And so Joe like swooped in and made his move and took his chance. And I remember like we were sitting next to each other. He like grabbed my hand, and then I was just like, okay. So I didn't really know what to do because I kind of knew him, but I didn't really know him like really well yet. And I was like, he's holding my hand. So then our friend next to us, Missy, she was like, what's going on? And I was like, I'll tell you when I figure it out. So yeah, he bought me stuff. He bought me my food that day. He bought me like a teddy bear or something. And so yeah, I guess you could call it a date because you paid for my stuff. But then our first official date was at our staff party, like not that long after that, like a week or two later. We had like a picnic for the staff, and he won tickets as like door prizes. He won tickets to Kings Island, which is like King's Dominion but in Ohio, and took me there, asked me at the staff favorite date that we've ever had through the years? Like, even after we were married, what's your favorite date that you remember?
No idea.
You have no idea?
I liked it when we went to the torpedo factory in Alexandria.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
It's one of the most memorable.
We had
dinners we've
really good food there, and we spent a lot of money, but we weren't planning on doing that. But we were just like in Alexandria walking around, and we were like, let's go to dinner, let's go here. And we looked at the prices of the menu and we're like, but people had told us that it was worth it, and they were so right. Like, everything was so good. So I do not regret spending that at all. That was a good day. I have liked like a lot of the dates where we were on vacation and we would like try out new restaurants and stuff like that. Like, I really like going to like new places. And but I have to say that like my favorite place that we go, and we've been there a couple times, like when we go to Asheville, there's a bookstore there. I can't remember the name of the bookstore, but it is, I'll have to look it up and I'll link it down in the description. But you can have like cheese platters and meat platters and, you know, like little appetizers and stuff. It's like a fancy bookstore. So you can like go in there and read books, buy books, sit there and like snack on things and like just relax. I love it. It's like the best place. I really enjoy that place. So that's fun. All right. How did he propose? I'll let you tell the story. Do you want to tell the story? I'm interested in hearing what you say about this.
What?
Just tell them how you proposed.
I went over to your house and I got down on one knee right there in your living room, right in front of your mom.
Yeah. Actually, that day before that, though, the same day, like we were going to the same college together, and he found my car in the parking lot because I was there for a class, and then he was there for an early morning class, and I was there after him. And so then he went and found my car, and he like drew a little picture and wrote that had like flowers and a ring on it and said, marry me, and stuck it on my windshield. And then when I got to the house that day, he had the ring, and my little sister was like, standing at the door, and she was like like laughing and like she's like, Joe's here. Like, she knew what was going to happen, so she was all excited. So that was kind of funny. Okay, what do you like to do together?
Nothing.
That's not true.
We like to go out to dinner.
We like to try different restaurants. We like to travel together, and I think that's one of our like favorite things. And it's been interrupted by COVID, so that's probably why you're saying nothing, because we haven't been able to do hardly anything. But we got married young because we wanted to be able to travel before we were too like old. So we're starting to do that now. We've started like the last few years to spend more money on travel and less money on stuff. So we've had some enjoyable trips. We went to Maine. That was a fun trip. We've explored some different places in Virginia, not too far away. We've gone to Williamsburg, just different places. And we like to do projects around the house together. We've kind of always enjoyed doing that since the kids were little. Just fixing up the house, making it ours, decorating, doing little things. So our next thing is to try to get the pool. There's a pool at our house right now, and we need to get it like clean and ready for the springtime. We were just talking about that this morning. So that's like a little project of ours. Joe just put up some shelves for me the other day in the house. So little things like that. And we both love reading, so we like to go to bookstores and buy books and bring them home and sit in the same room and not talk to each other and read. That's what we do. All right, how do you spend your time apart? Like, what do you like to do on your own without me?
Watch sports, baseball, football, research history topics,
also likes to watch a lot of sci-fi, which I don't particularly enjoy. Sometimes I will join him and watch it, but then I get aggravated and I stop watching it. Because stuff is like, a lot of the sci-fi is like too unrealistic to me. So, as far as me, obviously I do my vlogging. I don't always include him in that. I like to plant things, and a lot of times he will like go with me to buy the plants, and then I end up doing, like, he'll dig things for me and I'll just like garden on my own then. Like, he gets it ready for me and I enjoy like just arranging the flowers and stuff. What else do I like to do? I like to write, and I like spending time with kids, but we usually do that together. So, all right. What is your biggest fight? We'll see what he says about this. What's your biggest fight?
Why?
What's our biggest fight?
We fight about money and how we're spending it.
Yeah, lately we've been readjusting how we've been spending money, like, so that we're doing it together instead of like, I'm very, okay, I would say it's not just about money. I would say it's bigger than that. I think that it's like, our approach to doing things in general is different. Like, he's very like relaxed about things, and I'm very like systematic about things. And when it comes to like the money, I like to like do things very efficiently, very quickly. Like, if there's phone calls that need to be made that have to do with bills, I just want to like do them all together at once and get them out of the way as quickly as possible. Like, I just don't like things lingering. And he's like more relaxed, like, do this and then maybe, you know, a little while later do that. And so I think the money like arguments have to do with that. But we're working through it and we're figuring it out. I think money is like a big one that everybody argues about. So, all right, what is the best thing about our marriage? What's the best thing?
We're still together.
Oh my god! No. What's the best thing?
30 years is a long time.
Well, yeah, it's a long time, but okay. But just being together, like, that's not what we're really asking here.
When we're connected, we make each other laugh. That's just...
Aw, I love that. That's true. We do make each other laugh when we're both being the best versions of ourselves. I think that one of the best things about our marriage is like our family, just the family that we've created. Okay, I love our family, and our girls have turned out to be amazing people, and I love it when we're all together and we're doing something like as a family. We're getting ready to go on a vacation to Tennessee, to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg next fall, because my brother and his wife are celebrating their anniversary and they're going to renew their vows. What will it be? 25 years, right, for them? So that's their 25-year anniversary, and so the entire family is going out there, and we just rented our cabin. We reserved it the other day, and that's exciting because I love doing things like that together as a family. We just have a lot of fun together. We are a close family. All right. What are your plans for the future? What are our plans like for retirement in the future?
It's a work in progress.
We've talked about some.
I want to travel. Just
Yeah.
different places. I want to find some place close to all three of our girls
Yeah, we want
to
to.
live and retire.
We're working on saving. Well, right now we're paying down debt, and we've been working on that for like a few years now. We've been getting our credit like cleaned up, and we're doing a lot better. We had a lot of problems with our credit when Joe was having a lot of health issues, and we had issues with jobs and stuff like that. So our credit kind of went down the tubes, and we've gotten it back up now. And now we're just trying to pay off our cars. He needs another car, and so that's like an immediate goal. But longer term goal, we want to buy or build a house for retirement, and we want to get like a 15-year mortgage so that we can get it paid off like close to when we're about to retire. So I hope that within the next 5 years we can buy our retirement home, and that will be kind of like centrally located to where we can easily visit my family or the girls. But you know, depending on what Ainsley does in Marcos in the next few years and where they end up and all that, will also kind of play a factor into that. So it's all right that we're still working on that and saving. But yeah, our main retirement goal, other than, you know, being there for our kids and our grandkids as we get more grandkids over the years, is to be able to travel and enjoy life while we're young enough to go places and see new things. And eventually I would like to maybe even take like some trips, you know, where we need a passport. Like I'd hope to go, first of all, I'd like to go to like Prince Edward Island, and I realized that you have to have a passport for that now, which you didn't used to, but now security is different, so I have to get the passport thing straightened out, both of us do. And I'd like to go to Europe someday with you, maybe Germany and I don't know, Austria, maybe Ireland. That would be awesome to go to Ireland. I'd love to do that. And I'd love to go to Greece too. That would be like an amazing trip. So that's our plans. But right now we're just living life and trying to save and pay down stuff and enjoy our new house that we're in. So it's pretty good. We've been working really hard for a long time to be close to our jobs and, you know, in a house that is close enough to our girls that we can